welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson with Dick Jerardi. We have a great show for you today. We're back in full swing racing here at Parx. We're going to talk to one of our Hall of Fame owners who's coming close to a huge milestone. Plus, we go to Colonial Downs. They opened for a 3-day racing festival with Kentucky Derby and Oaks Points on the line. We're going to talk about that later in our show. But racing full swing. We got through that horrible weather.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, back at it here.
I'm seeing 60s and 70s in our future here. So yay, snow, gone. Get out. And don't come back.
Well, let's talk about Parx picks, and I'm excited for this week's race. We're going to take a look at Monday's 9th race. Optional claiming a few in for that $20,000 tag. They're going to go a mile and 70 yards. And the favorite was my selection, Hermoso Hombre, Mike Pino and Michael Sanchez. They're quite the team, and they just missed last time. And I talked to Michael. He said he had a horrible trip.
Yeah, they are quite the team, and my pick was Game Time Gladiator, who I was pretty sure was going to be loose in the lead. The race played out, I think, kind of how we thought it would, but like somebody's pick was a little better than the other person's pick.
Game Time Gladiator. He leads the way. He has a comfortable lead as they go through the first turn. To the inside, chasing in second, Yodel-Yehu. Hermoso Hombre just takes that second spot. Then to the inside, Dreaming of Jerry. He's in fifth, right to the outside of him. Elusive Target in fourth. And Nixon Joy unhurried. He is sixth and last. 24-3, the opening quarter. And Game Time Gladiator has an uncontested lead as they head down the backstretch. Game Time Gladiator. Hermoso Hombre on the outside, Dreaming of Jerry. Elusive Target beginning to move as well. The veteran Yodel-Yehu, he's back now into fifth. And well back, Nixon Joy, he can see them all. 48-1. Now they go into the far turn, and with the lead diminishing just a bit, Game Time Gladiator holds that lead. On the outside, Hermoso Hombre, he's in second. Elusive Target, he's making up ground now. He's in third. Then Dreaming of Jerry and Yodel-Yehu, the stablemates, fourth and fifth. And at the back, Nixon Joy. Game Time Gladiator has company. Hermoso Hombre turns up the tempo as they go around the far turn. And Game Time Gladiator, he is game on the lead. He is trying to repel Hermoso Hombre, who's full of run, to his outside, making up a bit of ground. Elusive Target. Now Hermoso Hombre has taken over from Game Time Gladiator. He keeps fighting on the far outside. Nixon Joy, he's on the scene late, a 16th left. Hermoso Hombre, he's opening up over Game Time Gladiator. And Hermoso Hombre gets the win. Another one for Michael Sanchez today.
All right, Michael Sanchez gets it done with Hermoso Hombre. And look, I talked to him after the race. He kept closer this time to the speed. Game Time Gladiator was the speed, just like you said it. And he just kept him a little closer, left less for him to do to make up that ground, and kicked away for the win.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You figure there's one horse to beat. He's loose in the lead. Michael understands this racetrack. Put your horse in the race, and Michael Pino gets it home. Again, he's on another roll, just like last year when he started hot and stayed hot all year.
Absolutely. Well, let's go to Monday's 7th race, shall we? A mile and 70 yards, another two-turn race, claiming $40,000 for horses that haven't won 3 races, $30,000 on the line. And the favorite, Dream Builder, Lupe Preciado, he's down in Florida, but his wife's Wendy running the stable here.
Of course, and Wendy's as good as it gets. She can run any kind of stable anytime.
Let's talk about Mr. Flowers, second choice, Jamie Ness, DEA Thoroughbreds, and they have all this really cool merch that all the guys wear with the DEA on it.
Yeah, and speaking of heating up, Jamie started a little quietly. He's not quiet any longer.
No.
Mr. Flowers, he leads the way. To the outside, All-American Rod, he's in second. Dream Builder carries on in third. Moving up, Smile Maker, Iron Sharpens Iron. My Imagination, the long shot, he has one beat, and that is fellow long shot, Chain Lightning, 24-2. They continue on, chasing Mr. Flowers. All-American Rod, he's just about a length and a half back to his inside. Dream Builder, he's under a pretty tight hold. He's in third. Iron Sharpens Iron. In between horses, Chain Lightning, he's beginning to advance. Smile Maker on the outside, and My Imagination, he's now last. There's a half mile to go. Mr. Flowers takes them through the half, 48-2, and now he shows them the way into the far turn. Mr. Flowers, All-American Rod, he's gotten the cue. He's closing that gap and looming in second. Then it's Dream Builder, Smile Maker in between horses, Chain Lightning, Iron Sharpens Iron's being asked for a little bit more. And at the back, My Imagination. Mr. Flowers has pressure from his stablemate. They're now 1-2, just noses apart with a quarter mile to go. To the inside, Mr. Flowers. To the outside, All-American Rod. Those two hit the top of the stretch together. On the outside, Dream Builder. He's shifted paths and he is full of run on the outside. My Imagination, the long shot. He's coming up the inside with some momentum. It is still anyone's race. All-American Rod has put his nose in front. There's a 16th left, and All-American Rod, Dream Builder, My Imagination's coming up the inside. All-American Rod trying to hold him off, and All-American Rod gets the win.
All-American Rod getting the win. First off, the claim for trainer Jamie Nesson. Look, this horse is big. He's tall. He's got a long stride. They stretched him out, and he was successful. And he was actually my pick in this race, and Ruben Silvera rode him really well.
A shocking development. Jamie Ness winning the first time off the claim. I wonder how many times he's done that in his career where he's closing on, I don't know, 1 million wins.
He's definitely got the formula down. Well, we're going to take our first break. When we come back, we're going to catch up with an owner that's been here for years. He's a Hall of Famer. We're going to talk about him approaching a huge milestone.
Some call you the Sultan of Slots. Others, the Baron of Baccarat. The rest, just Meemaw.
I'm tapped in, I'm tapped in.
But no matter who you are, you know there's always another way to win on the Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Take those pearls, Meemaw.
We've got your new Ford right here at Chapman Ford of Horsham. Looking for a new Bronco Sport? We've got them. Maybe a new Escape? Got plenty. Want a new Explorer? We have them too. Maybe you have your eye on a new F-150. Huge selection for you. If it's a new Bronco you've wanted, you are in luck. How about an EV? The Mach-E and F-150 Lightning are both in stock. And with great lease terms and low APR financing available, we can help you get the new Ford you want. Chapman Ford of Horsham.
Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Go Racing. Well, one of our longtime owners here at Parx Racing is Jack Armstrong, and he's been such a great supporter of not only the racing here in Pennsylvania, he's one of our great supporters in Turning for Home, and he's closing on a huge milestone. He's currently at 744 wins.
Yeah, look, Jack's one of the good guys out here, and to get to 750 and, someday hopefully to 1,000, it's hard to do to win all those kind of races. And of course, he's a longtime board member, just one of the absolute great guys here at the racetrack. And Bruce caught up with. And was that you also? Did you hang out with Jack?
I'm always hanging out with Jack, him and his wife Adrian, and they often bring candy to the racetrack, so I'm often hanging around. But yeah, Bruce talked with him and some of the trainers that train for Jack.
Jack, what does 750 mean to you?
Oh, well, it means I've been here a long time, first of all. Bruce, it's hard to win races, so I've been fortunate. I'm with trainers that do a great job for me. We get along great. It's a team effort, I think. It's just, I've seen a lot of people in this game come and go, so I guess it means I've done enough to stay around. So it means a lot. It's nice. I mean, I'm a sports guy. You reach a number, you do something. It's nice.
I'm sure it means a lot, Jack, because he's got a little ego, just like we all do in this business. He doesn't do it just for, trying to make a living or make some good money at it or whatever. He does it because his ego drives him to do it. So, he loves all this. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of hard work especially for a guy like Jack, when you're looking for the horses yourself and stuff. It's a lot, really time consuming, and he does a really good job at it.
He's great as an owner. Let you do what you want. He tries to win, spends money, especially when we go to Kentucky. That's where most of the good horses come from. Jack just wants to win. It's all it's about, is just winning.
Why do you love this so much?
Oh, wow. I loved it from the start. So, I don't know. I guess maybe it's in your blood or you just fall in love with the sport. Obviously, I'm not the only one that has that. Most people here because they love the sport, especially the workers and stuff. They're not getting rich off this game. They're here for the love of the animal and the game. I personally like the challenge of, finding a nice horse, someone I can make some money with, maybe see something in a horse someone else doesn't see, change of gist is, find a certain race that works for that horse. I like the challenge of it.
Yeah, and they're the main trainers we just saw that train for Jack, but he's also been with Phil Aristone for years, and he's got a horse with Hugo Padilla. But Jack Armstrong, we love those black and lime diamonds. You can see them everywhere, and he's got some really nice horses, and we appreciate them.
Yeah, Jack loves the game, and he's always here, and he's accessible, good people, great interview. Speaking of Parx Hall of Famers, probably the biggest legend, frankly, we have here at the racetrack is John Service. He is in our inaugural Hall of Fame class for obvious reasons, the trainer of Smarty Jones. And Danny, early in February, John had this problem with his knee for months, and all of a sudden it kind of moved its way down and further down into his leg, into his calf area. And unfortunately, he was in West Virginia. They were visiting Sherry Service, his wife's mother, and Sherry said, you know, you need to go to the ER. He did, thankfully. It turned out, I mean, it was a blood clot, and it needed to be treated and treated fast. And thankfully, one of John's main clients is Dr. Lou Bucky from Mainline Stable, and Dr. Bucky said, John, get home, get yourself to the University of Pennsylvania Hospital, treat this aneurysm. And fortunately, John got some great doctors, got some vascular surgeons. I wrote about all of it on letsgoracingparx.com this week. And the good news is John is back at work. He's doing great, but it was a scary time.
Absolutely, and you know, we just have so much love, and you know, John Service has been, just like you said, one of the founders of this racetrack, and he has so many people that love and care about him. So we're great he's back to health, and glad he took care of it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think when you think of Parx Racing, certainly nationally, people are going to think of John Service because of Smarty Jones, and also the man has won 2,000 races in his career. He's absolutely he's one of the great people out here. So we're thrilled that John is back at work and doing great.
2,000 and counting. We're going to talk about him later in the show, but let's get to some more racing from Parx, and this is a great race. It's Tuesday's 9th race. Fillies and mares going 6 furlongs. One in there for that big $100,000 claiming tag, and the favorite is Alani, and she deserves to be our favorite.
Yeah, why wouldn't she be? Claimed for $75,000 in December of 2004, and Danny, since then, she's only won $343,000. What a great claim from Michael Moore and the crew.
Aoife's Magic scratch, but we'll see her back real soon. Jeannie Marie, second choice for Butch Reed. He's got 2 in here.
He does, and Disco Ebo has won only $800,000 and counting. And Jean Marie was the horse that got Butch his 1,000th win.
She certainly did.
Around the far turn they go, and still Disco Ebo, she leads the way. Disco Ebo holds that lead. Alani, she's in second. Then Jean Marie to her inside. Carousel Queen has lost a bit of ground to fourth. Beach Days at the back, 45-4 for the half. And at the top of the stretch, Disco Ebo says, come and catch me. Alani trying to do just that. Carousel Queen has found her stride as well. She's making up a bit of ground, but it is Disco Ebo trying to fend off Alani, who's coming on late. There's a 16th left, and Disco Ebo, Alani's chasing, but not getting to Disco Ebo today. Disco Ebo, gate to wire.
And the big PA bred mare, Disco Ebo, is back to her winning ways. And look, Frankie Pennington, he really has all the wins with her. He gets along with her. He just knows her so well, and they have a they're great timing together. And she likes a little moisture in the track as well, which she got. Huge win for her and great for LC Racing.
Yeah, and Disco Ebo and Frankie really took the track away from Alani. They outbroke her, got to the front. Alani was chasing, kept trying the whole way. What about Disco Ebo now, Danny? 37 starts, 14 wins, 3 seconds, 6 thirds, $863,000, and has won stakes now at Parx, at Penn, at Mahoning Valley, at Laurel. She is a very, very cool horse for Glenn Bennett and LC Racing.
Yeah, measurably handled by the Butch Reed barn, and she was very proud of herself the next day. She was asking for cookies. They're her favorite treat. All right, let's get on the national scene. We're going for Kentucky Derby points down at Colonial Downs. They open for a 3-day racing festival. It's $500,000 on the line for 3-year-olds going a mile and an eighth. And Bob Baffert ships all the way to the East Coast for the favorite Butane.
Yeah, no, it's big time when Baffert appears. He's looking for Derby points. Butane, that's probably the 3rd or 4th string for Baffert, but even if you're 3rd or 4th string, you're favored when you head east.
And this is a trainer you're going to hear a lot of. His name, Will Walden, has high camp for OXO Equine. That's an owner that's been in the game a long time. Johnny V up.
Yeah, again, this is the hard part of this time of year. This is a horse that just broke maiden. You're not quite sure. Are they really ready for this kind of competition? But everybody's kind of in the same boat. Nobody's really a star yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, here's the call of the Virginia Derby.
The leader is Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh. It's a short lead, though. Work down inside is pressing from second. Clocker Special right there on the outside. Third, Incredible, drafting in behind them. Fourth, Butane on a hold down inside. Fifth, Confessional. Sixth, Ocelli is Keen. Far outside in seventh. High Camp Camp is back racing in 8th. Greediness toward the inside, 9th early. Epic Desire is the trailer. It's a tight pack behind an opening quarter in 23 and 2/5 seconds. They hit the far turn. Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh. The leader onto the far turn. Clocker Special moves up on the outside into 2nd. Work coming under a ride down inside 3rd. Oselli with a wide journey. Incredibolt is still right in it, in the thick of things, 5th and down inside. Then it's Confessional and High Camp. Butane is buried at the inside. Butane is 5 lengths behind as they race for the top of the stretch in the Virginia Derby. Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh hits the top of the stretch in front. Work is down inside, hanging tough. Incredibolt is right there in behind horses, and so too is Oselli. Butane trying to find a way through is boxed in. There's 1 furlong to go. Here comes Oselli coming after Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh. Incredibolt got a seam down inside. Confessional and Butane. Greediness from far behind, but it's Incredibolt.
Powerful win by Incredibolt for Riley Mott, the son of Bill Mott, who's certainly making a name for himself, and Jaime Torres up. And we got to know Jaime Torres here. He rode at Parx and he won the Pennsylvania Derby with Seize the Gray.
He did indeed. And Incredibolt, I thought, was really impressive. 1 by 4. Danny, all meet long down at Gulfstream Park, they've been talking about the dead rail. Well, this is another horse that was off the dead rail. People that have been betting these horses all along are having a really good run. This horse was 6-1. I don't know if he's really a Derby contender. The next race is going to be the Derby. It's only an 88 buyer. It was probably looked better than it was. In actuality, Butane was like locked up in traffic the whole time, never had any chance to run. I don't know if he's any good or not, but he had 0 chance in that race.
There was a lot of track records set that weekend, so we'll see if that holds up. And of course, we saw that with American Promise, right?
Exactly. So that's what the buyer figures do. Don't just look at the raw times. They're not telling you the story. The story is, what are the times in relation to how fast the surface was, and that surface was really fast.
A good little tidbit there from DJ. All right, let's get to the fillies on the Oaks Trail. It's the Virginia Oaks, $250,000, a mile and 16th, and the favorite again, Bob Baffert, shipping in Bottle of Rouge, owned by his wife Natalie Baffert.
Yeah, this is like real pressure when your wife owns the horse. Joe Baffert, who Bob met years ago at the Derby. So yeah, Bottle of Rouge. We saw her in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Filly. She ran okay. She's got some talent though, for sure.
She does. And Dazzling Dame, second choice. Brittany Russell up, Jevian Toledo. We see them team up a lot when her husband Sheldon's not riding. But this horse really comes in with deserves respect.
Yeah, won to Busanda and won it big by more than 11 lengths.
Here's the fillies in the Virginia Oaks.
Dazzling Dame hits the far turn, the leader. Cadabra continues to chase from 2nd. Bottle of Rouge has settled nicely inside 3rd. She's 2.5 lengths off the lead as they move on to the turn. Hit Parade starts to make some progress. Hit Parade is up into 4th on the outside as they round the far turn. Dazzling Dame still the leader at the midway point of the turn. Cadabra poised in 2nd. Bottle of Rouge is bottled up inside 3rd. Hit Parade comes on 3 or 4 wide from 4th. Much closer now. Nothing from Baffle as they race toward the top of the stretch. Dazzling Dame, Jevian Toledo looking back for the competition, and it's right behind them. Bottle of Rouge pops outside for the stretch drive. Top of the lane now. Dazzling Dame fully extended, but Bottle of Rouge has taken over. Bottle of Rouge clear by 2 with a furlong to go. Dazzling Dame is giving way. Then it's Hit Parade. Baffle's on the scene very late, trying to run up into 2nd or 3rd, but first is wrapped up. It's Bottle of Rouge.
Well, Bottle of Rouge ships to the East Coast and is successful, and Flavien Prat really was smart to kind of take back off that, speed duel happening on the front.
Yeah, she just crushed the field. 87 buyer was just a touch slower than the boys ran in the other race. She was impressive. This is her 3rd stakes win. And you don't have to run super fast to win a top 3-year-old filly race these days. There are just not that many fast horses out there. So I make her a contender for the Kentucky Oaks for sure.
Well, there you go. Bottle of Rouge onto the Kentucky Oaks. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we have so much more Best of the Rest and Jockey and Trainer coming up.
This is Parx.
This is how you roll, this is how it goes. This is how you pop, this is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you excite, this is how you all night. 360 hit me, now we're going all in. I can feel it calling, the crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you. This is
Parx, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parx Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parx is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Go Racing. Well, we had lots of great rides here at Parx Racing. Let's see who got this week's Jockey of the Week. Congratulations to our Jockey of the Week, Ruben Silvera. He had a 3-win day on Monday, and he's been winning races between Parx and New York, making him our Jockey of the Week, sponsored by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. Now it's time to see who got this week's Trainer of the Week honors here at Parx Racing. Congratulations, Hugo Padilla, our Trainer of the Week. He's been on a roll, and if he's not winning, he's coming in second. So congratulations to him, our Trainer of the Week, sponsored by the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. All right, time for another Turning for Home family photo, and this one is the cutest we've had. This is Dag Nabbit and his little girl, and what a great job by our Turning for Home partner farm, Optimum Time Equestrian, Megan Meter. She found this unstoppable partnership, and they are just absolutely adorable. All right, time for Best of the Rest, and we're going to go to Turfway Park, the Queen Stakes, 6 furlongs, $125,000, and we talked about John Service earlier, and he has one in here.
9. Mega Mill, loose on the lead here, Danny, at 6-1, and you're thinking, man, maybe she's going to get there. And just at the end, it's just wrong. Lithe Spirit, Steve Asmussen, does he win many races at all? He runs down Mega Mill right at the finish to take it away from John Service.
And we're such a fan of Mega Mill. Good try for her, second place. All right, let's go out to Oak Lawn Park. It's the Grade 3 Whitmore Stakes, named after the great sprinter, going 6 furlongs, and Tiano Twist is literally not even in the picture.
Yeah, this is such a cool horse. She always comes from way back. Claimed for $80,000 in June of 2022. Has won close to $2 million now. He's going to win this thing again. He won the 2023 Whitmore. He lost the 2024 Whitmore by a nose, finished 3rd last year, and wins it again. How old is this horse? Like 100? 7? Oh, he's only 7.
He coined the term horses for courses, that is for sure. He loves Oak Lawn. All right, let's get to this week's PTHA Trophy race. It was Tuesday's 6th race, 6.5 furlongs for claiming horses, and it looks like Adios Jersey's going to get the win, the gray.
This is a great finish. Check out the 3 Biagio. And I mean, closing. That horse is not going to get there. Yes, he is, Danny, right at the wire. Biagio for Lupe Guerrero.
Yeah, and Dexter Haddock, he is a great, strong closing rider. I caught up with the winning owner, Steve Dickler, here to talk about his win. Dexter made a really exciting race. It looked like the one got it, but you came up and nipped him.
I couldn't believe we were screaming for him to come to the outside, and he finally got there. It was so close. Dexter did a great job.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, it's time for Ion Racing, and lots going around. We're really heating up on the Kentucky Derby trail.
We're getting to the final preps now. Louisiana Derby and Jeff Ruby today. Louisiana Derby, interestingly enough, is now run at the Preakness distance of 1 mile and 3/16. Chip Honcho, remember him? And Golden Tempo were 2-3 in the Risen Star. Chip Honcho trying to give our man Steve Asmussen his first Derby win at 0 for 28. Come on, Steve. And Emerging Market's probably going to be the favorite for Chad Brown off a big special weight win and a 97 buyer. And at Turfway in the Jeff Ruby, full effort, Maximus Prime, they were 2-3 in the Battaglia, but the race is absolutely wide open. And at Laurel today, interestingly enough, in the Beyond the Wire, she's back again, law school. Jamie Ness, I think, is just kind of racing her into shape. I know he loves this filly. And in the private terms, Higher Sense for Miguel Penaloza, who we know has some talent. Last time maybe it was the off track, but we'll see how those young 3-year-olds can do at Laurel today.
Yeah, we'll root for the Parx connections and lots to bet on. So get money in your Parx Racing account. We're going to head to another break, but when we come back, DJ and I are going to try to make you some money and tell you about a very special guest on the podcast this week.
My team at BetParx Online Sportsbook and Casino has a great offer for new users. Download the BetParx app, open a new account, and get up to $50 back on your first sports bet if it doesn't win. Plus, you'll get a BetParx bonus box with 50 BetParx coins and 50 bonus spins on the BetParx Collectum online slot game. For details, visit betparx.com.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing, and it's time for Parx Picks, where DJ and I get competitive and try to make you some money. We look ahead to Monday's 7th race, our fillies and mares sprinting. I'm going to go with number 2, Pearls and Heels. She has been just absolutely incredible. Bobby Ann Hawthorne knows her so well. She always goes back for her at the claim box, and her owners absolutely love her. They brought her here from Monmouth, and Michael Sanchez really gets along with her. She's really good on the front, and I think they just take it away.
Yeah, understandable. And Michael is at 31% here at Parx. Somehow he's riding even better than last year. Maybe he doesn't get to 300 this year because we lost all those days.
Right.
But man, he is riding as well as he ever has. Our Uptown Girl is my choice. I think first off the layoff, maybe the muddy track, and bring her back. I mean, her lifetime lines. I mean, 42 starts. 12 wins, 11 seconds for Michael Moore in Hardesty State.
She's certainly a racehorse. Well, we'll see who gets it. And we had a very special guest on Gate to Wire. Bruce and I talked with Rodney Eckenrode at Equistar Farm, and Smarty Jones joined us. He was there in the video. You see him. He was named 15 in the Philly magazine of top Philly athletes here. He's just a cool dude.
Yeah, I'd make him number 1, but that's just me. But yeah, there's been some great athletes in this town. Smarty Jones is certainly one of them. And speaking of good 3-year-olds, we don't know what we have here exactly, but on the grounds, Red Zone Runner, could he have been any more impressive in the city of brotherly love? No. If they were talking about going to the Wood Memorial, they're going. Hugo Padilla, Tom Coulter could be our Parx hope potentially for the Derby if he can get like a top 3 finish at the Wood at Aqueduct.
Yeah, and he's a Pennsylvania bred. You gotta love it. Arrowwood Farm. He's by Practical Joke, so has the pedigree there. It'd be great to see. We'll all be rooting for him.
Absolutely.
And some big news in horse racing. Tom Amos, we've seen him win the Kentucky Oaks with Serengeti Empress. He's going to step down. His assistant's going to step up. He's going to just do consulting, and we'll probably still see him on TV.
Yeah, look, Tom does a great job for the Fox and Irish shows and does the Fox Belmont show as well, and I think he's maybe going to do a little more of that. But yeah, he's had a sensational career, obviously.
Yeah, I always enjoy his insight when he's doing the broadcast. Well, great show for us. Hope you enjoyed it. And come check us out at Parx Racing. We race Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. First post 12:40 now. Thanks for watching Dick and I on Let's Go Racing, and we'll see you next time.
Off and racing in the BetParx Pennsylvania Derby in a flawless beginning, and seize the ray. He's going to seize the day in the Pennsylvania Derby. Here comes Torpedo Anna, a 16th left to go. Torpedo Anna, the Grizzly has the heart of a lion. Torpedo Anna gets the win, a narrow victory in the cotillion.